to be an enabler to your pedophilia in any form, and never be. I have been a survivor of all your pandemic, Ebola, this one, coronavirus, this virus. For 30 years, I've been raped, abused, and assaulted since I was 1 year old plus from your evil land you call motherland, Africa. My first rapist, a Muslim, a pedophile, raped me more than 10 times, followed by the Christian more than 10 times. The unbelievers, I don't know, more than 5 different men like that on routine, they were raping me. I got to Italy as a teenager. As a teenager, they continued the pedophilia, raping, and sexual abuse there. I got to Paris, the same thing. Now I'm in Berlin. I'm Wohnungsschlosse and Arbeitsschlosse. I'm actually homeless and jobless because of this pandemic pedophilia. You are using me to play your games of calculating what I eat and drink, what I wear. You are using me to do Olympic of your calculation of pedophilia. Me, Adora, a whole me. You sick human race for 30 years. I've been surviving rape from men and women. That you gave me the cherry on the cake. Your police abused and assaulted me a couple of years ago in the peak of your pandemic. I am homeless and jobless today in Berlin after 1 year and 8 months. Because of what? Police touching me in my house. When I call them out, they close my contracts. My first place of job, Hard Rock Coffee. A Muslim touched me in my house there, a Spanish pig and an Australian pig. When I called him out, my boss, Carol, that I took as an auntie, then got to find out later that she also was a sexist and a sex addict and mad cranker like the rest of them. That motherfucker, she didn't even tell me, Adora, I'm sorry for the situation. I'm sorry to hear you cry. Come tomorrow, let's talk about it. From a text message, she just told me the company can no longer work with me again. That was how I lost my job at Hard Rock. My first love in Berlin, my first place of work that gave me opportunity in this Berlin, Hard Rock. That is how I lost my job. 3 people touched my ass in that place. A Muslim, a Spanish, and one of my bosses, Ben, Australian Ben. If you meet that motherfucker wrong, when you hear Hard Rock, no, he's a pedophile. I can't remember the other a Muslim pedophile name and the other Spanish guy. The Spanish guy is Fernando. Run from him too, is a pedophile. The Muslim one, if I remember his name, I will put it on the caption. 3 of them, when you hear their name, run. Pedo rapist, nyash tosha. When you leave your children with pedophiles like that, they can rape your children. That is one. Then from there, I went to Dean and David's. At Dean and David's, the pedophile there also. The boss there, what is his name? Phew. For all of you rapists, the pedophile there also, Dean and David, Sebastian, he touched my ass. When I called out the behavior of his worker, that motherfucker told me, in life, sometimes you have to eat shit. No problem. Your daughter will be eating the shit through the dicks of pedophile stalkers and rapists, through the smelly pussies of pedophile stalkers and rapists to eat that shit. I remember I don't give shit to people, so I will never eat shit from no motherfucker. If you bring shit, you eat your shit. From there, I went to class no name. I'm talking, you can hear people laughing on the background. Black people, those are your colonial masters. The same laugh they laugh when they were fucking your forefathers in the cotton and plantation farm. You are following them to be practicing pedophilia of mental slavery, where you use people's sanity, you use people mentally, emotionally, psychologically, sexually, to be playing your games of pedophilia. That your black leaders worldwide, pedo clans and puppets, they are involved in this shit. You can hear your pedophile colonial masters laughing at your children that they will be using to play this the same pedophilia, that will never be able to speak about it. They will die in silence. Everlasting generational slave is what your black children are going to continue to be. Let me be fast and go straight to this video. So as I was saying, I left there to class. Class also, one pedophile handicap. His hand that is half like this. With the other hand, he touched my ass 3 times. I warned him. I said, don't do that with me. I called him out. All of a sudden, the boss there, also Jana, told me, Adora, you're a good worker, you're a professional at everything you do, but we can no longer work with you because of what? I called your workers out for their rapist, sexist behavior. From there, I went to Stradbad Grad, the last place I worked that is close to this camp where I'm living at right now. I went there, I told this idiotic boss about how I have been racky waist, reptilian-looking pedophile. His name is Michael, just like your Michael Jackson that is involved in this pedophilia. That's your Michael Jackson, black idiot, pussy, self-hating nigga that changed his color of his skin because of self-hate. That is also a well-groomed colonial master's privileged pedophile, that they groomed him so well to become the pedo rapist that he is. This is why his name is very, very involved in this pedophilia you are upplaying. The same name was the name of this ex-boss as Stradbad guard. I told him my story and how I just said everything on this video. More or less a drop of it. And this motherfucker, my colleague touched me in my house 2 times. I held my calm until we finished serving 1,000 people for 9 hours. When I talked about the situation, this motherfucker told me, Adora, falls du kann nicht mit dieser Situation hier arbeiten, du musst weg. Adora, if you cannot work with this situation here, you must leave. This is how I lost my job. I became moneyless. My bank account right now is minus 1,490 something euro. In my savings account, I have 5 cents. This is how I became homeless from the 10th of April. I have been on the street, sleeping on the street. This is not the first time that I am on the street. 15 years of pure caricature in Europe. Before I left to Africa for 15 years plus, I was raped by men, Muslim men. A Muslim pedophile was my first rapist at the age of 1 year old plus. He raped me at least 10 times on routine. The Christian one at least 10 times on routine. The unbeliever one, the same thing before I left that land. I got to Italy, they continued their rape there. My ex-biological mother brought me to Europe, telling everybody in Africa that I'm coming here to go to school. Now the school, no title and degree on this earth can qualify or quantify me because I am above all of you. My mentality carries the sense of every drop of human being on the surface of this earth, your 8 billion people plus every drop of what you are carrying in your head, I carry it alone. So no title and degree can define a divinity like me. She told everybody lied. When I got here, that motherfucker said I should go and be putting the condom in the pricks of old men for money. I said no to prostitution. I stood my ground. I was at this questura of Italy, continuously reporting I will be in the garden. She will throw me out of the house into the hands of pedophiles and rapists and stalkers. Police will see me inside code and ask me, "Perché sei qua? Why are you here? Why are you inside the code? You don't have a house." I'll say, "This is my house there." They will take me back to her. She will lie that she didn't throw me out of the house, that I left the house by myself. I will tell the police it's not true. She told me to do prostitution. I said no. This is why she threw me out. They will say, "Okay, sit down, let's see." I will sit down. The moment the police car is moving, she will throw me out of the house again. My own biological ex-mother. She tormented my life because I said no to prostitution all my life. 2. She tormented my life because I said no to prostitution all my life. Let me just go straight to this story because I don't want to extend this shit too much. I'm just trying to let you people know that if you fuck around, no more. See, let me tell you, all my rapists that raped me since I was a child, tell people to go and find out how they died. They died worthlessly and uselessly. My name. I heard the singer say, "Water don't have enemy. Motherfucker, I am water." The same water that you drink to quench your taste, the same water can drown you if you play with it in the lake, if you play with it in the fucking sea. The same water, that is me. It depends on what you ask for. If you ask for peace, you respect my boundary, my freedom of me not wanting a child or anybody in my fucking space or where I lay my head. Nobody can take it away from me. After surviving your human race for above more than 30, 40 rape, abuses and assaults, they gave it to me above 30 times rape before I left that Africa, like I said. In Italy, I don't know how many times rape, abuses, and assaults. In Paris, I don't know how many. Now I'm in Berlin. That's 4 good times. Your entire Deutschland you are watching. Before I left, I came to Deutschland because of my love for Deutschland. I've been coming to Deutschland since 2013. I'm not here to play. I will do another video on how I calculated how much I'm supposed to have in my bank account for 1 year and 8 months that I'm in Berlin. At least 22,000 euro. It's supposed to be in my bank account. I'm not supposed to be homeless. For what? I'm not an handicap. When I walk divinely. I bring positivity to my place of work all the time. Everybody can attest. I can testify to that. But when I say no to their pedo behavior, that is where the problem is. I'm not looking for anybody. I'm not interested in anybody sexually and even artistically. Nobody can feature me on the surface of this earth. I'm aware that when I talk, you are using it to write lyrics. I'm aware that you watch me. You are using my life to act fame. A homie, Adora, when I'm done dealing with your human race. You see the pedo bomb pussy men that created this pedophilia that women, you are joining them to create, to practice. Shameless women. Tomorrow you will say men are rapists. Tomorrow you say they are pedophiles, they are stalkers, the same way with you. I am a survivor of both men and women rapists. I am a survivor of both men and women rapists. I'm not looking for anybody sexually. I have myself. All the rape you have raped me and abused me, what am I looking for again? This is why I tell young people when you are above the age of 30, respect yourself. Know you have survived human race 360 degrees. They are mental slavery philosophy created by bomb pussy low self-esteem men that call themselves men. All the men on this set participating in this game, you are all low self-esteem bomb pussies. You are mammons. You are mommy's toys and mommy boy, adult babies. You created this pedophilia because you know your mothers will be tired of you. At a point, you will need women in your life. 99% of the men on this set, you can't do without women. This is why you created this pedophilia, and women, you are not only following them, you are not only enabling them, you are even predating your own fellow women sexually with a pedophilia created by the born pussies you call rapists, while you are doing exactly the same thing. To create a child on this set, I will continue to tell you, a sperm alone is what you need from a man. You women, you hold the uterus, you hold the womb, you hold the placenta, you will carry that child in you for 9 months, inside of you for 9 months. Then you belittle yourself to be following them to practice pedophilia. Tomorrow you want to call them pedophiles and rapists? That I have been surviving this your games of all your corona, the other one, Ebola, all of them, all your different pandemic. I've been surviving the rape and abuses sexually that comes with all of it. The food abuse, homelessness that comes with this. I've been surviving it since I was a child. Till now in Europe, that 15 years in Europe, you are using me to do caricature after what you have used me to do in your evil pedophile Africa that is ruled by your colonial masters, white, Arabic, and Asiatic. 2. Above 30 times rape before I left there, you gave to me, you black people. I mean, your so-called Western world where you say you have human rights. I have been raped and assaulted by men and women, by white, Arabic, Asiatic men and women, and even blacks more than 20, 30, 40, uncountable times. I can't go there again. So now I am actually at a camp. Let me go straight to the point. I'm at a camp where people say they gave me house to live in. I want to tell these motherfuckers that what they just did is nothing. My own ex-mother that brought me to Europe brought me here for prostitution. When I said no, when I'm eating the food she cooked, she will be spitting on my head. You are eating my food now. Then when I say you should do what I want you to, what I brought you here to do, what I want you to do, you will disobey me. She will spit on my head while eating. Like this. My ex so-called biological mother. When I'm under my menstruation, I told this Auntie Annette that actually was one of the people that brought me here and talked to Madam Irina to make me be here. I told her the other day when I was crying in my menstruation pain, she brought me hot water to put in my belly, and she's one of the psychopathic #1 manipulators here that gave me a tent and a place to lay my head. If I have food to eat today, my last food I ate today now, she gave it to me 2 days ago. The other time she went to supermarket, she bought me water and food. Like all of them, they've been helping me here since. This is why I'm telling you people, be careful of people you accept good from. There are people who are giving you goods to use you mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and energetically. 7 years ago, I wrote in one of my songs. It's so annoying to see humans cause trouble. Then they try to blame the devils when you are devils in disguise looking for who to blame. You're never satisfied, so you always complain. You give nothing for free. You never give anything for free if you don't have anything to gain. I wrote this song 7, 8 years ago. I've been prophesying. I'm a fucking truth sayer, and I will never enable evil or pedophilia or cover or enable you for the evil that you do. So when people do good for you, be careful. There are people doing good to use you. These people, they gave me tents. I have a video on my YouTube. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to do another video of where I'm staying. I even did a couple of stories the other day. You will see where I'm staying. They gave it to me. My 1 cent is not here. The food I'm eating, the water I'm drinking, my 1 cent is not here. These people gave it to me for free. They gave me everything for free. Let me tell you, up to the soap I'm using to bathe, these motherfuckers, they even gave me 70 euro the first time. The other last time, they gave me 100 euro. This yesterday here, when I was cleaning this toilet and bathroom that I cleaned yesterday, just to show them thank you. I know it's not a lot. I know it's not a lot. Just to tell them thank you. I clean it thoroughly with my art. I'm happy when I'm cleaning it because I want to be able to appreciate what they've done to me, even if it's too much. Like I was telling them, it's too much. I want them to know that what they did this evening is nothing compared to what my own ex-family members, friends of 20, 30, 15 years that are dead to me for eternity, that are shrinking in rejection and dejection, are passing through right now. What they just did is nothing. Two, that will never enter my space again for the rest of my life. Those motherfuckers, ex-family members and ex-friends. I want these strangers that gave me tents to manipulate me, to use me, singing the same Arab Amon song that your 10 Western world European police sang before and after they molested me a couple of years ago, yeah. Sang. These people that gave me tents to be laying my head, that are giving me food to eat and drink, that I'm just washing toilet and bathroom to appreciate is not even enough for me to say that is what I'm using to appreciate them. I was wishing that when I start working this August, I work August, I'm still here by the 10th. September, I'm still here. August and September, I've already calculated how much, at least more or less, 2,500, 2,300. I said I was going to use from that money to buy washing machine for us here by the camp. I know Madam Irina would have said no, but I was going to do it personally, even if I know you will use your technology to go and manipulate everything. I'm aware you are reading my mind, you read my thoughts, you manipulate, you stalk me. Even when I was betting inside the bush here, before they said I should come and stay in the camp here, I was aware you were watching me, watching my nakedness. The same way rapists and pedophiles, we watch your children, we watch your children, your brother's children, your sister's children, your relation's children, all your human children on the surface of this earth, every one of you that has participated in this pedophilia, your children shall be watched and stalked and raped and molested like I've gone through above 30 times raped from men and women on the surface of this earth. Your children will get their own share of the cake too. They will not only be washed but fucked and sucked and molested and assaulted. What goes around, you will know it must come back around if you try a motherfucker like me. Like I told you, I'm water. I am the water that can quench your thirst or I will drown you. It depends on where you stand and what you ask for. These motherfuckers gave me everything I'm eating. I said, if I work this August, September, this is what I will do. I will surprise them. Even if I know my thoughts, I don't even have privacy for my own thoughts. You are locking it 24 hours with your pedo devices, all your electronic devices. You have your radio station connections there that you use to read people's mind. Everything you are pedo stalking. Even when I was bathing in the lake, you were having your pedophiles with their phones from afar, everywhere, pedo stalking people. You have been doing this to a lot of people that are in cages, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, that can't talk about it. A lot of them, you've used them to fuck children, fuck dogs, do a lot of atrocity that you have used to cage them, that if they say no to what you want them to do now, to pedo-clown other people's spaces, pedophile other people's spaces, if they say no, you will use that as an evidence against them. And you are the one that caused them. A lot of people are rapists today because of you pedophiles in high places. You pedo pussies that call yourself men, all the men on this earth involved in this shit. A lot of people are in cages today because of this pedophilia. A lot of people are rapists today because of this pedophilia you use them to be. You make a lot of people become rapists. You make a lot of people become sexual addicts, sexists, with the same pedophilia. Starting from babyhood, you make people to become mad, unwell people. Because you are pedophiles, you built a pedophilia pandemic and called it you built a pedophilia and called it pandemic to be using to mentally destroy people's brain, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, turn them to sexists, turn them to mad people. Then later you say, you see, nobody is perfect. You know, you will be aware that someone was raped while they were small. You will use your pandemic to push that person to rape another child. Then you will tell the person, oh, you see, nobody is perfect. It's your childhood trauma that made you to rape that child. So we understand because you were raped as a child, this is why you also raped another child. So you are trying to justify evil with the trauma of people. You use your trauma to be justifying the evil you are doing. This is what your human beings you stand for. A lot of people are rapists today because you made them rapists with this pedophilia. You manipulated them to rape. You manipulated them to stalk. You manipulated them to predate people's spaces. You manipulated them to steal. You manipulated them to kill. You manipulated them to become evil with this pandemic. A lot of people have hearts. They have soul within them. They are not devils like you, wicked devils that created this pedophilia. They would have never killed if you did not use this pandemic to manipulate them. A lot of people will not be rapists today if you did not use this pandemic to manipulate them to go and rape people. A lot of people will not be predators today if you did not use this your manipulation to manipulate them to become predators, stalkers, rapists today. You are the one that are making people become like you because you want the whole world to become sick like you. You want the whole world to become rapists like you. You want the whole world to become pedophilic like you. This is why you created pandemic and you are using it to destroy your children. That at the age of 1 year, 2 years, you will hear children do, man. If you ask them what they are saying, they don't know. Your children cannot even be children anymore. You are using them mentally, emotionally, psychologically. You eat their brain. This is why I'm running from all of you. Because your children, I'm telling you, they learn very schnell. They are super intelligent. The way your technology is advancing, your children are advancing mentally in their brain too. You are teaching them how to become advanced pedophilic versions of yourselves. You eat their childhood, you don't even permit them to be children anymore. You are there touching the brains of 1 year old plus with your computer, your 5G, that 1 year old plus and 2 years old baby. They don't know what they are saying. They can't even be kids in peace. This is why I'm glad that I never fell into that trap of giving birth into this wicked world for my children to be used for this your pedophilia. This is why I'm glad I never adopted anybody that will be used for this your pedophilia or going to school with your pedo children that you breed to fuck and rape when you can't rape your fellow adults or fuck your fellow adults, that you breed and groom and teach how to become pedophiles and stalkers. I'm glad I don't have children, whether adopted or biological, that will go to school with your pedophile children that you have eaten their souls off of their hearts. I'm glad. I will for eternity, my freedom. I've told you people where I lay my head. Whether you are a man, a woman, a child, I chose to be free. I chose my freedom not to have a child. I chose my freedom not to be in any relationship with anybody, and you must all respect that, whether you like it or not. You must all respect that, whether you like. 30 years of this on this earth, I've given you my love, my goodness, my kindness, my genuineness. You are still not satisfied. You evil, dirty, wicked, doomed, mentally, emotionally, catastrophic, caputet, cranky human race. You are still not satisfied. You are still not satisfied to the extent that when I'm showing you politeness, you think I'm flirting. I've told you your pedo Bill Gates, your pedo Obama, your pedo Trump, all of them put together and your money, all those born pussy Putin and Zelensky, all of them born Ashemen and ruling this earth. Both your traditional black leaders and religious leaders have told all of you your fairy tale that you call religions. All of them were created by the same generational pedophiles. The men before you that created your fairy tale that call religions, they also created your politics and your fucking entertainment industry. All of them, they can't talk to the shadow of my shit. Talk less of you on that big gate pedo nobodies. I'm not looking for anybody. You are calculating what I eat and drink, what I wear. You are using me to be playing your Olympic games of pedophilia, a homie, and you think you will go free. That 30 years on this earth, I am having 5 fucking cents in my fucking savings account. That even the people that claim they gave me place to lay my head, they sing the same Arab and Among song that their police sang. Before and after they raped me with this the same pandemic a couple of years ago, yeah. That I've been grabbed in the ass by multiple people that I don't even know on the streets. Since I was a child till now, you have been doing it to me. That my place of work, 2 years, almost 2 years in Berlin, a year and 8 months, 4 times people. 4 places of work I've been sexually assaulted by more than 6 people. Which is making me homeless, a homie, all over again. And your useless Italy, you think I'm coming back to that Italy to come and do what? To come and do what? 10 years I stayed in that country, you were using, molesting, abusing me mentally, emotionally, psychologically, sexually, financially. You did all to me. I went to Paris, they continued there. I'm here in Berlin, they are continuing. You think your Italy is special? My leg will never step your Africa as well. Your Africa, where your colonial master taught you how to be raping and fucking your black children, you used me to do it. Above 30 times you raped me there. You think I'm coming back to your Africa? To come and do what? To come and do what? Your gutter you call Africa. Your colonial master's land, your white Arabic and Asiatic is like paradise. Your entire black Africa is like pit O. Your pedo-born pussy Trump called your Nigeria pit O. All of you were triggered. What is your Africa in general? Your entire Africa is still ruled by them. You colonial masters property, useless ancestors of this earth. If this earth is the way it is today, if this pedophilia called pandemic is still going on today, it's because you blacks, you accepted it. Any evil they create, they bring it to you, you accept. Why would they not call you nigger? Why would they not treat you like slaves? Why would they not call you monkey? Then later you say they are racist. Like I keep telling you, they are not fucking racist. They are treating you exactly the way you need it. You need to be treated and merit to be treated. These people gave me house and everything. So the water I am drinking right now, they bought it for me. They fucking bought it for me. The only thing I'm doing here is toilet and bathroom I'm washing. I'm not even washing it. And I don't even, let me not exaggerate. I'm not doing anything. Because this is not how to appreciate what someone have done for me. A tenth, they built it for me and gave it to me. But this is the same motherfucker, they sing Arab and Amund, like their pedo rapist songs of their pedo policies in my space 24 hours a day. You can't do good for me and be using me for the good. You cannot. This is what I told Madam Irina today. For my sanity, my divinity, my truth, I'm going to leave this camp. And let me tell you, Dutch people, if I leave Dutchland, the land I love with my heart, if I leave this Dutchland, if I, Adora, I leave this Dutchland, I will swear for your Dutchland, your entire Dutchland will never know peace. Starting with those bomb pussy, Muslimanish Tokai men ruling this Berlin. All of you on the surface of this earth, I know you don't know peace and you will never, as long as you have participated in this game directly or indirectly towards me or towards any innocent person on the surface of this earth that is not joining you people to practice it. But you see this Dutchland, if I leave it because of this, your homelessness you have turned me, your financial abuse, sexual abuse, 4 times at my 4 place of work, that is making me homeless, that people on a normal day that are not supposed to be talking when I'm talking, they think I'm flirting with them because I'm being polite. If I leave this Dutchland because of you, because of this, your Dutchland will never know peace in the worst special way, I'm telling you. Your Italy, I'm not coming there to come and live. Italy, la bella vita. You will be seeing me in your Sicilia, in your Napoli, table for one, bed for one. I will tour this world. I will enjoy my life for the next 59 years on the surface of this earth. Next year, I'm buying my pistol of protection, self-protection pistol. If you want to die, come near where I'm laying my bed. In the meantime now, if you say you are a man, pedosexist, you want to fuck, you want to suck, you are a woman, you will learn from those men when I'm done dealing with them. Approach me direct. I'm being polite to you, you think it's flirting. Tell me, oh, you like me direct. If you are a man, talk to me direct with that pedosexist talk. Let me tell you, I'm not your mother that you will be fucking for the rest of your life. All of you, any man on the surface of this earth, then artistically the same thing. Talk to me direct. If not, all of you will die in the corner until I buy my pistol of self-protection. Next year, then you will try me. My pistol will be doing the rest of the talking. You say you don't know boundary, you will learn it. You don't have respect, you must respect me. Because I've never disrespected nobody on the surface of this earth without you disrespecting me first. I've never used anybody or manipulated anybody since I was born. You will not use me and go scot-free. So these people said they gave me house. They gave me a tent to be laying my head. I was actually bathing inside the bush. I was aware people were locking me with cameras everywhere. Because on your social media, a lot of you were saying a lot of rubbish that I'm bathing for people to be looking at me. I'm under my menstruation, I shouldn't bath. When I go to the lakeside, I take buckets, I go inside the bush to go and bathe. You will still send people with your camera to be videoing and locking me the same way pedophiles will lock and fuck your children for me from baby to adulthood. If it does not happen, you will know my name is not Adora. As I'm talking now, it's happening drastically on this your doom heads. You don't know me. The motherfuckers that raped me, all of them, go and ask. Find out by yourself. They died woefully. Nobody on the surface of this earth have tried me directly or indirectly and no peace anymore. This is why before I talk, I make sure I'm careful before I open my mouth, because every word that comes out from my mouth, they are power and reality. These people gave me a tent where I'm staying. They gave me food that I'm eating. Everything I'm having for here for free. I was bathing inside the bush before. They saw me. I came here. The first day I came here, The dame here, Madam Katerina over there. The Mother Canterina, you will see the lights where over that place. You are not going to be seeing it properly. The Mother Katerina over there. She actually just told me, water is here. This is where I take the water. I will take my bucket water here. I will go and bathe inside the bush there. It's dark now, so you can't see it. I will go and bathe inside the bush there. And I'm now aware that even here, they were using their camera from this side to also watch me, my nakedness inside the bush. These pedophiles, these sexist rapists. So this bedroom, I washed them yesterday and toilets yesterday, okay? This is one of the reasons why I told Madam Irina I'm living here. I need to live here for my sanity and my peace of mind. So this normal advice, this key is, to open it is 1, 2, 3. So you can see it's already on 1, 2, 3, right? So when you draw it, it's opened. This is the bedroom. I washed this yesterday. This is the bedroom. I washed this yesterday. This is where they permitted me to be taking my baths. This is how good they've been to me that I don't even know how to appreciate them. I was even thinking if I work this August, September, I buy a washing machine, even if I will be coming here once a week during summer, 1 week during summer or 2 weeks during summer, I don't care. Just to appreciate them. Even if I know you were going to be using your pedo devices to be detecting what I was going to do with my money for them, I didn't give a fuck. But I also wanted to make it a surprise for them. Now I will live here. I will go back to the streets. I prefer to be on the streets and be hearing strangers that didn't do nothing for me, Arab and among their life away, than for me to be in the space of people that gave me this, to be able to bathe. The toilet to be able to shit, a tent to be able to sleep. People that fucking gave me food, water, and everything to eat and drink, singing the same pedo rapist police song, your Arab and Amond in my ear. Not with me. I prefer to be on the street with people I will never say hello, alles good start to, than for me to be saying hello, alles good start to people that say they gave me everything to eat and drink, and yet they are pedocloning my space. Niche with me. Not with me. I will not permit that pedophilia in my life. I'm doing this video because I want to tell these motherfuckers that do good for people, rats that eat you and blow you. Rats that hits you, rats that is eating you, and you will not know. These are two-faced monsters. They did all of this for me, and they are singing Arab and Amon space in my space. That I will wake up in the morning traumatized with people around my tent. Arab, Amon in the morning. I've not even come out from my tent. These people are singing Arab and Amon. People that gave me food to eat, where to bathe like this, toilets to shit, food to eat and drink, tent to sleep. They are doing the same thing. That pedophiles that have been raping me since I was 1 year old plus have been doing to me. That even your European Western world police have done to me. That white, Arabic, and Asiatic men and women above 20, 30 have done to me in this Europe. People that say they gave me food to eat, they've been doing it. They're doing the same thing to me too. So you can see, 1, 2, 3 is what opens this particular door. You can see 1, 2, 3 opened it, okay? So if 1, 2, 3 opens this, normal advice on a normal day, the toilet I washed together with this bedroom yesterday. I washed the toilet and this other toilet of the Zia Aneta or the Auntie Aneta, that actually was one of the people of the Auntie Aneta that is actually one of the people that is the reason why I'm here, because she went to talk to Dame Irina. Then Dame Irina actually is like maybe the capo's wife here, like the boss that takes care of everything here. So because of her and Charlene, it was actually Charlene I met the first day, Mrs. Charlene, and then Aneta came by. Then they talked to the boss. This is why I'm here. So you can see 1, 2, 3 opens the 1, 2, 3 opens the bedroom. Here it's supposed to be opened by 519 because I'm the one washing the toilet and the bedroom. So they have also another toilet over there in the other side that I go to wash. Tomorrow I'm supposed to check the tissue paper as usual, and then check the cleanliness and then put some washing soap here. I put a little here yesterday, put some washing soap here for the hand, for people that use the tap here. So now I went to the kitchen to look for something to eat real quick. The rice I ate yesterday, I've told you, let me not be repeating myself. The rice I ate yesterday, they bought everything. So I went to cook small, warm small rice and make some flat bread that I'm going to eat inside my tent, because sometimes I'm hungry and I want to detox a little bit. So I've not been eating chocolate. I just want to, my stomach, because when I fart, the smell can even kill me. Me myself, I'm running away from my farts. From my when I fart. So normally this one is supposed to open with 519. Okay, this other toilet key is supposed to open with 519. Okay, so now this is 519. Let's give it 519. I'm just trying to show you some of the bizarre character that these people have been doing. Sometimes they take this keto here, sometimes they bring this one. They've been doing, they just been doing different. I've been observing them. I want them to know that I've seen shit that are worse than this. I just told you how my own biological mother brought me to Europe for prostitution. I want them to know my stepmother. You see this door that you locked. Now they locked the door. That 519 cannot even open this. I've already made a small video I'm going to show Madam Irena tomorrow. So this is 5. Okay, so this is 5. I bet leave my video for me. So this is 5. This is 1. This is 9. Okay, and the toilet is not opening. So these people that say they gave me tents, they locked me outside. Do you know what they are just repeating? What my stepmother used to do to me, my father's wife. She will lock our kitchen for me not to enter to eat. I will look for food. The worm in my stomach will bite me. I will go and eat the food of my dog. Umbatosu. 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 These motherfuckers think they are doing anything to me. You think you've done anything to me? You see these tears that is about to drop my eyes? You just reminded me of what my own stepmother used to do to me. She will lock the kitchen, she and her daughter. They will lock the kitchen with padlock. I will not have food to eat. I will eat the food of my dog. And people that say they gave me house and food to eat, they are locking toilet. I'm under my menstruation again now. I came, let me come and check my pads. I just ate the rice that they bought for me, that they have been arabbing and amending in my space, pedo-stalking me, pedo-predating me, 360 degrees that I will wake up in that tent that they say they gave to me. In the morning, if I'm not a strong person, these people can kill somebody with trauma in the morning. Arabamonda, I don't know what their problem is. They locked the toilets. I'm under my menstruation. I'm going to go to the bush now to pee. Like I used to do before I came here to them. I'm going to go to the bush now to pee. I've not even left the tent yet. They are already showing me who they are. I'm doing this for people not to fall a victim for the good people do for you. Be careful. I want them to know that this locking of this bedroom and toilets, or this locking of this toilet that they just locked, is nothing compared to what I've seen. My stepmother, have you heard the story of Cinderella? Mine was worse than Cinderella. My story was worse than Cinderella. My stepmother will lock the kitchen. The worm in my stomach will be eating me. Before the age of 9, I've ocked everything on the surface of this earth on my head to survive in your evil Africa, where I was being raped and assaulted by men. On routine. My stepmother will lock the fucking door so that I cannot see food. Even our own door, she will lock. See, you see this locking of doors that you people just did here. I want to let you know this is not shit, especially for this toilet, because you know I'm under my menstruation. You know I will use the toilets. You are aware. People that you said that was your family. You were telling me here the other day, oh, you are not like a family, yeah. We hope to see you. We hope you are not just here to come and go. I told you no. Every year you will be seeing me here. This is why I said if I work August and September, yeah, I will buy a washing machine that has dryer and everything for everybody here. Because even the best spread I'm using to sleep, they gave it to me. They didn't give it to me dirty. Everything was clean and scented like fresh out of the oven. I'm not going to lie. That this the same people. You have the right. You have the heart. When you know I'm under my menstruation, you lock these toilets. I will go to the bush. I've been doing it is not a problem for me. But for you to purposely do it this night, toilet that I washed by myself, yesterday for me and all of you, you are locking it for me. You are locking it for me. You are exposing your wickedness without shame. I thank you very much. I thank you that you did not let me stress myself to be coming here 1 year, 2 years before I know who you really all were. I'm thanking you for exposing yourself on time for me. I'm trying to hold my tears, because if tears drop my eye, if tears drop my eye, I used to be under my menstruation. My own biological mother, she will match my head and call me a pretender when I'm crying for menstruation pain. One of the occasions when I was raped by your Western world police, I was also under my menstruation. Then today, the people that say they gave me house, tents to lay my head in, the people that is giving me food to eat, water to drink, a tent to lay my head. You locked your toilets for me and you know I'm under my menstruation, so I can't use it. They changed the code of this key. Are you sure your entire bloodline will ever know peace? Human race, are you sure? You call your game pains for fun? You call all what you have done to me pains for fun? You do this to people to make them famous? You rape your children. I want to see how many of you they raped from 1 year old plus to your 30s. Sexual abuse and assault above 30, 40 times, and you are still alive. I want to see you. And if I Adora, my name Adora, it means first daughter of the whole universe. If I am still alive, there is a purpose for it. If I Adora, after 30 years on the surface of this earth, surviving rape from men and women, white, Arabic, Asiatic, and even blacks, if I am still alive, you must know there is a purpose. Since I was a child, I always told people around me, I'm in the wrong planet. I always knew I was in the wrong fucking planet. And you human race, you have answered yourselves by yourself. Are you ready for this? Are you sure you are ready for this? The evil you are putting me through, they give all of you a drop. You will not survive. Your entire human race will not survive a drop of this evil you have done to me. In a second, you will all be washed out of the surface of this earth if they give you a drop of it. Are you ready? Are you fucking ready? I'm under my menstruation again. You are repeating your wickedness on routine. You call your game what? Pain for fun? When you are practicing pedophilia and pure wickedness for fun. So this is the highest you can do. You need to do better. You need to be doing worse than this. Do better, because where I lay my head, my freedom. Nke Adora. My name is Adora. Mirinkena wachachaka gota. The water that can drown you and the same water that can give you life or quench your taste. That is me. I have never done no evil to no. If anybody on this earth is here that I've done evil to, please let that motherfucker come out. As long as I have never done evil to nobody. For all my life, 30 years, I gave you human being love. Your mothers, your fathers, your grannies, your children, your teenagers. I was your brother, your sister, your mother, your friend, your lover, your teacher, your healer, your therapist. For 30 years of your entire human race, directly and indirectly, far and near. You came to try me. You came to touch the wrong motherfucker and you are still not resting. Imagine if I was dead today. Let's say only the rape your police is 10, 11 of them raped me a couple of years ago. Imagine if I took my life. Imagine if I was traumatized. Imagine if I couldn't survive. Imagine if I was a drug addict now, like you wanted me to be. Imagine if I was a drunkard. Imagine if I was dead by now. Who will you be doing this to? This is what you do to your people? This is what you do to your fellow human being to make them famous? This is how you turn a lot of people to become mad. This is how you chain people mentally. You have a lot of people who are mentally chained in mental cages that they can no longer come out of. You thought you could do the same thing to me, yet I am still standing. Look at me. Above 30 times rape, abuse, and assault from men and women. I can't count your wickedness and evil. Example of this one. Or the ones my stepmother did to me, or the ones my brothers did to me, or the ones my sisters did to me, or the ones my ex-friends did to me. Every ex-family member on this earth, everybody I've ever known since I was born on the surface of this earth, no one has been genuine, yet I'm still alive. And stranger that say they did good for me, they are repeating the same evil over again. To a divinity that your entire human race can never ever again experience for the rest of your lives. My life is not a tool for your pedophile game. My life is not a tool for your Olympics game. My life is not a tool for your pedo-predating, stalking, rapist, sexy, sex addict, rapist games. My life is not a tool for your fucking game that you fuck and rape people. Use their sanity, use them mentally, emotionally, psychologically to give them fame. I am not a tool for that your game. But when I'm done dealing with you men, all the men on this earth that has been keeping up this generational pedophilia pandemic from generations to generations, all of you who are pussies in disguise, low self-esteem, inferiority complex, the women on this earth, they will learn from you. Even in my silence, you will be dealt with. Even when I'm not talking, you will be dealt with. Even when I'm not seeing you, you will be dealt with. Mentally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, energetically, your entire human bloodline shall never know peace. Starting with your black race, that are joining them tomorrow, you will call them racists. Useless ancestors of this earth. If you ever know peace, if your entire black bloodline ever know freedom, you will know my name is not Adora. If that's your Africa ever live gutter condition, you will know my name is not Adora. You will know my name is not Adora. You will know my name is not Adora. You will fuck and rape me from 1 year old plus till now. Men and women of this earth, white, Arabic, Asiatic, and blacks, above 20, 30, 40, uncountable times, rape, sexual abuse, and assault. You are still not tired. You are still not tired. You want to continue to fuck around and find out. Motherfucker, please wait for me to get my pistol next year. I'm talking, you can still hear your pedophile, your smear campaign laughing. You can hear your flying monkeys laughing in the bushes the same way they will be laughing when they will be fucking your children, raping your children, molesting your children, mocking them on top. That's laugh, they will laugh it as well. And I, Adora and Kama, we are on one side, we will laugh at your children being fucked in Dubai by dogs and rapists, by Muslims and Christians, by Buddhists and Idis, men and women. We fuck and rape your children for me. Then we stalk and predate them for me. Unless my name is not Adora. Unless I've done evil to any of you on the surface of this earth. So, I've shown you people before, but I don't know if you are going to see anything here because the light is not really This is the tent where I sleep. This is the bucket that I used to go and bathe inside the bush. Tomorrow I will do another video. I wished there was light. So you can see there is even no light. This is the lamp, the light Madam Irina gave to me, that I actually used to look at the ground anywhere I'm going to. Like you can see this table now because it's white. This is actually my things on the table. This is the chair, the tent is over there. You can't see it very well, but I have a video. So now I'm going inside the bush to go and pee. The people that said they gave me house, they gave me tent, the pretenders, the two-faced monsters, the pretenders, the two-faced monster. I'm doing this video to let them know that no matter what, the appreciation of the good they've done to me, they can never take away my appreciation in my heart. This good, even if it's a couple of I know they didn't allow me sleep. They didn't allow me enjoy the tent they gave to me because they are robbing and amending in my space the same way your pedo policies, your pedo rapist smear campaign, your pedo rapist policies, your pedo rapist flying monkeys are doing 24 hours a day outside this camp zone, holiday camp zone. They didn't allow me enjoy it, but my gratitude will remain in my heart. You see, their wickedness won't take it away from me. The wickedness of them locking this padlock today, that's under my menstruation. Under my menstruation, I'm going to pee inside the bush. It's not going to change my name, because when I leave this camp, I will be bathing inside the bush again. I rather go back to the streets and be sleeping on benches. I rather go back to the streets. You can hear people in the bush screaming Arab and Amond. You black people, those are the pedophiles that will be fucking your children worldwide. They are children, grandchildren, bloodline. Those, you see what they are doing, they will do it with your own black children too. Me, I'm glad I don't have a child. I'm glad my punani belongs to me. I'm glad where I lay my head, no man, no woman, no child can come near it for the rest of my life. You will die if you try it. That is my freedom that none of you can ever have. And you blacks, you can hear them. The same way they are laughing, they will laugh at your children. Me, I'm going to pee inside the bush now with my menstruation. It's not going to change my name. It's not going to change Adora. It's not going to change my decision. It's not going to change anything. You can see all of them now, they are quiet. The moment I sent that message to Mrs. Serena and told her I'm leaving here, I was coming back from the kitchen. Everybody, shh. Quiet. I told them, you don't have to be quiet. Don't be shy in your pedophilia. Continue. You have already exposed yourself. Your quietness will not change my mind towards you. Your quietness will not make me remain here and be smelling your evil energy anymore. I will still live whether you are quiet or not. You have already shown yourself to me. I didn't know they even did more. They came to change the key of the toilets, so I can no longer use the public toilets. So I'm not even out of the tent yet. I'm already going back to the bushes to go and pee, like I'm going to be doing when I go back to the streets. I thank all of you very much. I thank you very much. But what goes around comes around. What you sow in life, you will reap. What you sow in life, you will reap. The only difference is when you fuck around with Adora, you will not only repeat, your entire bloodline will repeat. Yahweh, thank you very much. Thank you, Sean. So everywhere is getting darker because actually I want to have my recorder on in case of incasity, because I'm coming. This is exactly where I used to come to bathe. This is exactly where I used to come to bathe. You can't see it. It's inside the bush. Yeah, you can see the leaf now. So I'm going inside the bush to go and pee. This is exactly where I used, inside that bush, I used to come here to pee. Well, why I'm bathing and peeing here, you'll be hearing this the same voice of pedophiles screaming in the bush. Now I know they'll be watching me with their pedo devices since I was coming here to bathe. My own privacy. You will send your flying monkeys to come and be watching me, pedo-predating my space, the same way they will be doing to your children, the same way they will be doing to your bloodlines, the same way they will be doing to your generations to generations. They will not only watch them while they pee and bathe, they will fuck and rape them. Your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, your aunties, your nieces, your neighbor, your cousins, your grandfathers and they will fuck and rape your children. Predate them for me. You human beings, you don't know me. This is exactly where I'm inside the bush now. You can see The light is not showing well, but this is exactly where I used to come and bathe. Their noise, the same way you were hearing their noise on the background, you will be hearing their noise. I will look for corner to go and hide myself. They will still be screaming because they are somewhere using their camera to be watching my nakedness. And the whole world is watching. You pedo human race, you are all watching. What goes around comes back at me. I want to see where your peace will come from. You evil human beings, I want to see where your peace will come from. After you finish trying me, Adora, your peace has disappeared for the rest of your life. I'm peeing. You are going to hear the sound of the pee. So the people that said they gave me tents, you can see my face. I'm peeing. That is the sound of my pee. The people that say they gave me tents are making me to come inside the bush to come and pee. People that say they gave me food, water to eat and drink, where to lay my head, they have sent me back, even without me leaving already. My tent is still there. My things are still there. I was coming back from the public guest kitchen. They lock the toilet for me, so I can't use the toilets. Now I'm peeing in the bush again. And I will not be surprised they have one pedophile or the other here with their cameras. You heard these pedophiles from the other side screaming on the background. This is how they scream when I'm inside the same bush bathing. Woo, Mbatosu. The skies of the sky. I call upon you, the uncountable skies, stars of the skies. That even if they can control their weather, they can never count you. The same way the sands of this land, of this earth, can never be counted. The same way the waters in the ocean, in this lake that is beside me on my left, can never be counted. I call all of you in conjunction together. Every human being on this earth that has ever practiced this pandemic of pedo-stalking, pedo-mockery, pedo-humiliation, pedo-sexics, pedophiling, pedo-locking people's spaces. I call war on their life. I call calamity. I call agony. I call doomness with this darkness in this bush where they lock me, where they predate me, when I'm bathing, when I'm peeing. I call calamity on their lives. I call calamity. I call agony. I call doomness. I call backwardness. I call war. They will never know peace. They will never know joy. They will never know love. They will never know light. They will have the whole world. They will still not have anything. They will have the whole world. They will still not have no peace. They will have the whole world. They will still not have no joy. They will have the whole world. Their children will be fucked in the mouth, in the asses, and in the 360 degrees of their lives. They will have the whole world. Their children will be molested by their brothers, their sisters, their uncles, their neighbors, their grannies, their generations to generations. Sucked and sucked from baby to adulthood. The same way I have been done so from when I was 1 year old plus by men and women from Africa down to Italy, down to Paris, now in Berlin. Above 30 times rape, sexual abuse and assault. Rain it upon them uncountedly, like the waters of the oceans that cannot be counted, like these stars in the sky that can never be counted, but like the sounds on the ground of the entire earth that can never be counted. Rain it on them, rain it on them, rain it on them endlessly again, like my pee that I pee in this bush, where they come to predate me when I'm bathing, that are countless. Rain it on them too, and I'm under my menstruation. As a woman, the power bestowed on my menstruation that carries a child inside of me, that if I decide not to see that menstruation, I can birth a child. I use that power bestowed upon me all over again, in conjunction with the countless waters of the oceans and of this lake standing beside my right, and the countless tides of the sky, that every participant of this pedophilia and their bloodlines, they will never know peace. Everybody they have caged mentally, emotionally with this pedophilia, be woken. Be woken, be woken, be woken. Break those chains, break those chains, those mental chains that have been used to cage people with the same mental slavery pedophilia that this pedo human race are practicing, that they are using to rape people, molest people, assault people, psychopathically, mentally, emotionally, drown people, kill people, torment people. I use the power of my menstruation. I use the power of my menstruation in conjunction with the power of the oceans, the waters in the oceans that cannot be counted, the sand on the ground that cannot be counted. I use the power bestowed upon that menstruation in conjunction with the stars of this sky. I use the power bestowed on my menstruation that I'm seeing right now in conjunction with the waters of the oceans that cannot be counted. I use the power bestowed on my menstruation in conjunction with every sand on the surface of this earth that cannot be counted. I release every mentally chained person on this earth that they have used this pandemic from generations to generations. If their hearts are clean, if your heart is clean, I unlock those chains. I unlock those chains. And every participant that has participated in this pedophilia, to me or to any innocent person on this earth, directly or indirectly, I release chains of calamity and agony, lock their lives for eternity. I release chains of doomness to lock their lives for eternity. I release chains of woes to lock their lives for eternity. Their children, their bloodline will be locked in chains of calamity and agony. No peace, no joy, no rest, no love. They will have the whole world. They will never have everything. They will never have anything on the surface of this earth to write home about. Whether you are white, whether you are Arabic, whether you are Asiatic, whether you are black, whether you are a man, whether you are a woman, a child, anything on the surface of this earth, and you are purposely aware of what you are doing, you join them to practice this pedophilia. I chain you with calamity and agony for the rest of your life and the rest of your bloodline. Adora.